Hi! Welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. Alright, so let me jump over here to Instagram and get this started. Let's see, there we go. Almost have it. Okay, fantastic. So, welcome. It's time for my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. And this evening I have a Mediterranean, a DIY Mediterranean card for you using the Stampin' Up! Citrus Blooms bundle. And it is just so colorful and old world and just turned out really, really nice and super easy to make. And so let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? I need to introduce myself. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 23 years I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. Alright, so let's have a closer look at the Citrus Blooms bundle. Oh my goodness. So, there we go. We've got oranges, beautiful, 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 and some really nice greetings in there. You're the best kind of person, just checking in, all the love and hello. And then we've got the coordinating dies. And look, there are so many, it takes 2 sheets for them. And so we have the outline dies, all right, for the citrus, and then for the flowers. And the rest are intricate dies. And this, oh my goodness, this is really cool. This is a frame. Like, ooh, and so is this. And then I thought this was really clever. I think that was pretty much the inside, right? that they let us have, and I'm going to use that this evening. And so let's see, we've got some people checking in. We got Miss Adelaide and Miss Marcia and Miss Patricia. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And so when you order all this together as a bundle, you save 10% on both. And always look for those bundle discounts because that savings really adds up. And let me quickly tell you, I don't store my dies on the cardstock that comes with the tape. I just have a double of a time getting them back on, where I just love these magnet cards that I get at Stampin' Storage, super strong. So I don't lose any of my dies, super strong, and keeps me organized into one of these pockets, storage pockets. So don't make the mistake I did. I ordered sleeves accidentally one time. You want pockets. And under the video I have a link to both of these at Stampin' Storage, and they have all kinds of products to keep your crafting supplies organized so well, and then to beautifully organize your craft room, your cardstock, and just beautiful, beautiful. You'll have to go check that out. All right, so for those of you that are here already, oh, Miss Joan, hi, checking in from Canada, fantastic. And so I was just about to say, please like, share, and comment on my video. That really helps. And if you haven't liked my channel already, Stamping Smiles on YouTube, please go ahead and like my channel. I sure will appreciate that. So we're going to start with die cutting. And let me show you the coordinating paper, because I'm going to be die cutting right out of this, as well as using it. The Mediterranean Blooms. Oh my goodness, so gorgeous. So let me show you. Is that just a feast for the eyes? No two ways about it. And then those little flowers, some smaller, there we go. And the designer series paper, this is one of them. Virtually all the designer series paper in the 24-25 Stampin' Up! Catalog is 15% off this month. It just doesn't include any specialty papers and paper stacks. Do you know that's the color families, subtles, brights, you know, those aren't included, but the rest are. So this is one side, and then on the other, all these fabulous blues. Oh my goodness, love this paper. And so I hope you're escaping with me for a little bit to the Mediterranean. So let me turn this back over, and what I want is this, because the dies coordinate with some of the paper. And that's what's going to help make this card really quick and easy. So these outline dies, I didn't try this one, but let's see. This will die cut if I wanted all three. But I decided I wanted just one of them. And so what I do, instead of just going ahead and cutting it right off, I take my paper snips and trim it out, because there's a lot of paper on this side I can still use. The less I cut, the more I could use. Or you may want to just die cut them all, but this is how I go at it. All right. So let's quickly, and these paper snips, if you don't have paper snips yet, you need them. These are wonderful, easy to hang on to, and a nice point, and I can get into really intricate areas, and just fabulous. Okay, so we have got this ready, so we're ready to die cut. So I definitely need this one. Oh, I'm going cattywampus here. So let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's right here. Fantastic. And I figured out what happened with my microphone last week. I pushed it on, I thought, but I think I didn't push it fully on. I'm like, oh, because I was waiting this afternoon. I thought, I've got to get this all figured out. And then it just worked. Like, that's what you did. It's new to me, so there you go. All right, so what I'm going to use is the magnetic platform. Now, Stampin' Up! Used to carry this. They don't anymore. But I went ahead and picked it up on Amazon, and there's a link under the video to it. This is just, frankly, making me a better die cutter. It just is. And so that is all I need to build up the right amount until I get to the cutting plates, because you always want to cut into something, never cut on a surface like this. And so then let's take our very colorful orange, and I just drop it to see where the magnet is clinging and then move to it. I hope that makes sense, because these magnets are spaced, they're evenly spaced, and I want to make sure it is clinging just like you'd want. All right, that is looking really good to me. I've got some other die cutting. Let's see if we can do this too, if I've got room. Okay, and so this is just some basic white cardstock, and for this, I'm going to use, here we go, the Stylish Shapes dies, this largest one. Fantastic. And so the rough edge, that's the cutting edge. You always put that down. Okay. And then I need another plate number 3, another cutting plate. I like to use the same cutting plate on the bottom because it doesn't warp when I do that. Yes. Oh, sturdy? Well, our designer series paper definitely has some body to it. It is not flimsy. All right, so let's see what we got. How cool is that? That's a lot quicker and easier than me trying to, what they call fussy cutting. Like, nope, not when I can just do something like this with the dies. Love it. And then we've got our circle. And what's so cool about it has, I don't think I can hit it just right for you. It has little stitching all the way around. So that is done. And all the supplies I'm using are listed under the video. And unless I tell you otherwise, everything's available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. This is so convenient. And this one I managed to get the label on. You can label all of them, so as you're leafing through to see what you want to use. I just need to get busy and do that with all the others. All right, so I've got this. And, I'm going to use this pattern. Fabulous. So back with the dies. Here we go. And great. And you know what? It's August, so we have the Designer Series paper sale from the papers in the annual catalog, the 24-25 catalog, and you need to redeem your bonus days coupons by August 31st. So absolutely do that. You don't want to just leave money on the table. Isn't that a cool shape? And there's stitching on this too. That stitching feels to me like another layer. Okay, so I want this with garden green cardstock. Fantastic. And then I've got some more garden green and these intricate dies. Let's use these. I'm gonna create a really cool background with them. So yeah, those bonus days coupons, whew, nice. There we go. And this will be the last of our die cutting. And then I'm coming back just to get back in the frame, into the, the camera shot, not because I need to go through it twice to get a decent cut. The Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine does such a great job. It die cuts the intricate stuff beautifully. Okay, so let's get all this off of here. Let me put this aside. And there we go. Now I absolutely could have stamped and die cut this and colored it. It's like, but I've got a die and I've got gorgeous paper. Why not? All right, so let's do this. Get these all out of here. All right, and then tomorrow, after the video uploads, tomorrow afternoon, I'll have a link to my blog post with this card and the measurements, along with a PDF that you can download, print, and save. That also will include the sketch that I'm using. Card sketch. There we go. One more. Oh, and then we have the big one. Okay. So these little poke out holes, I'm using my Take Your Pick tool. Just lets those pop out so easily. Now with this, this is really intricate. There are a lot of things to poke out. Instead, I'm going to use the brush tip. It's an extra purchase with the an extra accessory for the Take Your Pick tool, and then it comes with a foam mat, and roll it over it. And that just really helps to get out all those little pieces. It saves time. See how many of those are falling out instead of punching them out one by one. All right, let's poke and get that started. Need somewhere to start, and then gently pull. Pull on that gently. You don't want to go crazy and pull anything out. And there we go. Put this back on my magnet card. Okay. Oh, it goes on this one. There we go. I love it, so I'm not concerned about losing any of the dies. I mean, this would be a big one to lose, but if you've ever misplaced a smaller one, you know what I'm talking about. There we go. All right. And so that got most of them. And then we can just finish with this. I could have had this done, but I thought I wanted to show you. This doesn't have to be a big chore, but you definitely, oh look, that's all we had to push out. We got all of it. But you really want to be able to see all that because that intricacy, oh, fabulous. Okay, we are just humming along. All right. Oh, you know what? Because this card was so quick and easy, I decided I wanted to, once again, because there are always new people finding me, show people how to cut their own cardstock bases. So what I have here is Night of Navy cardstock. It's one of the colors in the Mediterranean Blooms Designer Series paper. And I've got my paper trimmer. Not everyone knows how to do this. And so this is a good, quick tutorial on this. All right, so out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you get 2 standard card bases. And we want to cut this in half. So along the 11-inch side, I want to cut this at 5.5. 5, if you see this, the whole number, 6, the next whole number. There's a long line in the middle. That's the halfway mark. So I need to pick up this arm. And if you push from the top or bottom, there you go. It does hold the cardstock in place. I'm going to put this on the line, not next to it, but on it. I'm butting it up against, there's a lip here that squares it off, and I can follow it all the way down. This is the arm that comes out. There's a line all the way down. So you can just make the best straight cuts ever. I was talking to one of my sweet stampers the other day who just picked up one because she had watched me use it and said she had been eyeballing, and you know, and that's a rough way to go, and she's ready and excited. So this dark gray, there are two blades. The dark gray is for cutting. And now I have two card bases. Yay! Oh, Miss Lori is here. Welcome. So now I need to, and you really want to do this, I'm going to score the card. That means I'm going to put a crease right in the center, because I want to fold this in half. Because if I just fold this without that, it is crinkly and unsightly. We don't want unsightly cards. All right, so this is 8.5. This is half of, but we have the long 8.5. So now the halfway mark between the whole number and the next whole number is the half. Well, halfway between that is the quarter. So we're going to place it on that line. Again, I don't want to see the line. And score. Now, I don't have a lot of natural pressure, so I go over it a couple times. Oh, there, you can see that crease. That's what's going to keep it from getting all wrinkly. It's just, yeah. I would do it, but I would hate to waste cardstock. And so then we're going to fold into the crease. You know, and a friend taught me that. I always went the other way, but I was looking, those new book treat boxes from Stampin' Up, you always fold the way I just did it, not with the crease up, but with the crease down. It was interesting. Like, yep, that's how they're doing it. So I'm using a bone folder to get a nice crisp fold. All right, so I think I could come in a little bit more. Let's see. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing. And so then I have this. Oh, isn't that pretty? That shape just. And I fooled around. I tried balmy blue and this, and both were nice, but this just looked even richer to me. And look at that. Throw a greeting on there. My goodness, I would use a different card base, but oh, this paper is beautiful. All right, so what I have here is Stampin' Seal, and from 1 inch in each corner is plenty when everything's laying nice and flat. And I didn't put it in the description, but I have another card to show you after I'm done with this, using the same template, but a completely different stamp set and vibe, and different designer series paper. Okay, so now let's go ahead and build this up. So I've got all of this to go behind it. And it just like, ooh, so cool. Now this is really intricate. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these sticky dots. They're adhesive that I picked up on Amazon as well, and there's a link under the video. And they just make all this intricate stuff really easy. So let's place this. And all of these. And there's just a whole bunch of tiny little dots. Put these on here and then just rub all over. And then I've got these nice adhesive die cuts. Just makes it a lot easier. There we go. Peel these off. Fantastic. So again, I don't know if I said it. The link is under the video to those. So let's go ahead. You know what? That does not feel sticky. What did I do? I got out a new sheet. Maybe I didn't press enough. Let's try again. Yeah, I can feel them. Okay, let me get a little bit more vigorous. Like, wait a minute. There we go. Okay. Let's just, you know, what's really cool about a circle, you can just rotate it if you don't get things just the way you want it. Now this I want to adhere with my favorite adhesive ever, Stampin' Dimensionals. These foam adhesive dots just add so much, you know, well, dimension. It creates a shadow, and different layers are just always attractive. You know, have you ever gone to a craft show and somebody, all their stuff is just laying flat on the table and it doesn't attract just doesn't attract you. But if they have some different ways to have different layers, it's just a much more becoming table. All right, let me see what I had it more like this. There we go. Isn't that pretty behind there? But it was a little bit more white than I wanted. And so that's when I started adding in some of these. And it works right there, tuck under. Really pretty bundle. I just got it. You know, as I was saying with my sneak peek from the annual, I want it all, but like most people, it takes a little while to get it all. I don't just get it all immediately. And let's see. Don't know if I used that one. Yeah, let's leave this one off. I think I die cut more than I needed. Okay, isn't that sharp? All right, so let's turn this over back with my Stampin' Dimensionals. That's a good size circle. Let's do 4. And then peel these off. That one's already coming up. Press down. There we go. If you press down with your thumbnail, it makes that edge pop up. Super easy to get off if they're not coming off. We are not ready for that. Let's leave that, because part of my template, here we go, is another piece of this. And oh, isn't that pretty? This paper is beautiful, and 15% off this month. I'm gonna come over here. This I cut to go from top to bottom. You know, and I fooled with this a lot. Actually, the template, I first was planning it this way, and then when I turned it, you know, from landscape to portrait, it's like, ooh, I like that. All right, look. You know, I'm clearly not perfect. My paper snips come in so handy. And so that is flush at the top. I turn it over so I can see and have an edge to cut against, because neatness counts. That makes a big, big difference. So let's go ahead and there we go. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. So I've got a couple more things to do. And I have here a piece of Lemon Lolly cardstock, teeny tiny, but I didn't want it to overtake my greeting. And my greeting, well, it's included in the Citrus Bloom stamp set, is just checking in. I like that. I like just a note. I like that. That'll work for a lot of things, right? Night of Navy classic stamping pad. We're going to pick this up, slide that in. All right, we'll see. It was easy without, you know, an audience. So we'll see how well I do with this. All right, because this is teeny tiny. But I can see around the stamp. Oh, nope, that's crooked. I have another side, and if I really mess up, I went ahead and stamped one before the video started. I thought, yeah, that worked out so easy twice. Oh, good. Okay, life is good. So to close this, a little push here, pull on that lip, and click. And you know what? I'm not over as far as I wanted because I'm going to make a little fishtail. So let's grab the one I already did. Just note, it's straight. Yay! Just not exactly where I wanted it. So I've got a little fishtail I want to make here. And I used to just come in from each side and hoped it was straight. Why? Oh, that Creativity Now, that was for the demos that we got to see things from the holiday catalog. I watched a gal who, which of course just makes sense, but I don't always do things the easy way, made a little snip, and then you cut to it. I'm like, well, that's smart. And a lot of times just a simple little tip like that just makes the whole event worth the price of admission. All right, so then we've got our little fishtail back with Stampin' Seal. Really like this stuff. It has a great hold, and I wanted a little bit to come down with that leaf. There we go. And so then we do need two embellishment. Oh, Miss Adelaide, thank you. Thank you. Boy, the paper just does it all. It's fabulous. All right, so I have here the rainbow adhesive back dots. Like, okay, cool. So let's, well, my paper snips or my take your pick tool. Either one. Pick this up. Let me see if I can remember where I put them all. There we go. Large one, small one, and another one. There we go. And there we have it. Fast and fabulous with both the Citrus Blooms bundle and the coordinating Mediterranean Blooms designer series paper. And so the bundle, you'll get 10% off when you order both of these together, and you'll save 15% on the paper when you order by August 31st. But if you like something, I would not wait around, because I saw yesterday the Country Woods designer series paper was in low inventory. The longer the month goes, the more likely that's to happen. So then I have for you, so I mean, Old World, that's just, it's just beautiful. And then the sketch butterflies, it's really quite elegant too. And the dies that go with this, to die cut the butterflies, the open dies, and then some intricate dies. Like, ooh, very, very nice. There we go. And these three all die cut together. And I think you're gonna like that. Oh, Miss Joan, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was hoping you all would like it. Oh, Miss Adelaide, a masculine card. You know what, I didn't even think about that, but why not? Oh, and Miss Patricia, thank you. She says very pretty. I didn't even think of that. And I've got a friend from church who just really needs masculine cards. You're so right. Okay, and so the sketch butterflies, you might be thinking, oh, she's gonna go really super elegant, you know, like this Mediterranean Blooms. Nope, I sure did not. I thought this is gonna work really cool with the Full of Life designer series paper. This is a 6x6 pack. Butterflies, right, are colorful, and it just seemed to be screaming for this. And I had a lot of fun. And let's show you. Oh, and this is, I got to show you. Okay, so let me show you what I did. Is that just so much fun or what? So we got the starburst behind it, and you know, just stamped right on the paper. And let me show you. So look how much I got out of one 6x6 sheet of this. And I did the first one, this, and I thought, ooh, I don't want to waste it, so I cut it off, you know, to get to it. And then I just kept stamping and die cutting. Look at all of these. And I still have this left over. So that came out of there. And okay, there's one, I didn't do a great job die cutting, but I would have room to get more small ones if I wanted it. And then, you know, thinking along the lines of this card, so that's just really a lot of fun. I turned the template this way, it fit better. And then with all that green, I just went for the white butterflies. So this is the 3, and then die cut a couple of them to create a background that just worked out so cool. So some bright and cheery paper for, oh, Miss Adelaide, she loves the DSP. Well, cool, because it's definitely full of color. And so just turned that template, this one, on its side, and there we go with the sketched butterflies bundle. Oh, Miss Patricia, she loves all the cards. Very lovely card. Well, thank you. Just so totally different, right? But that's the fun of the templates, you know, that you can use it. And my card, like I said, my PDF will include the sketch to give you these measurements. And so making it easy to duplicate any of the cards that I demonstrate for you on my Tuesday evening live card making tutorials. So let me show you this again. And wow, and this, wow, this outline one that we did, we'll definitely be able to use that on other cards. That's really a pretty shape. Very, very pretty. So this is available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And so I love your comments, and you'll have to let me know if you like seeing a second card with the same template. It's something, when time permits, I'd like to do if it's of interest to you all. And anyway, so there we go. So let me come back and let me look at my notes today. Is there anything I forgot to tell you? I don't think so. So you'll come back Wednesday for a link to my blog post with this card and the PDF that you can download, print, and save with the measurements, a picture of the card, and the sketch. And there we go. Well, this was fun. I had a lot of fun playing with both of these. And that Designer Street paper sale, life is good. And don't forget to use your bonus days coupons with them too. Oh, Miss Joan, you love seeing the extra cards. Okay, fantastic. I sure appreciate the feedback. And all right, so I don't see any new comments or questions. So this is the time where I say, oh, well, thank you, Miss Marcia, that I say, I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching. Good evening and God bless.